Welcome to another session on Introduction to Electronic Media. Certain features, or you can say unique features that differentiates a radio from other means of mass communication. What exactly are they? We have 15 such, characteristics, you can say, or unique features of radio. And I'll ask you to remember at least 10, and when you write them down, you have to enumerate it, like you have to write one by one, as saying like point number one is this, point number two is that, likewise. Okay, so first one, radio makes pictures. It's something very easy for us to understand. Unlike television gives you a limited kind of a picture, or you can say when it is, if I give an example, like when I want to place a hilly area, okay, and a house in between, and also, like, a person, there is a small river flowing up there, then also, like, and there is a person who is doing the fishing, near the river. So in while you picture all these things through television, your imagination is limited, or you can say your how much you can relate to it is, there is a kind of a limit to it, because television actually gives you a kind of a photo or a kind of an image, okay, and gives you a kind of an impression that, okay, there is a hill, there is a house, there is a river, there is a person sitting over there and doing the fishing. Clear with that? It gives you a kind of a clear image. But that's not the case with radio. It actually sparks our imagination. Okay, so you can place it as like green or gray or any kind of color of hill. You can make the time, like it can be the dawn, or you can say like in the mid, noon or something of that kind. Can be in the evening, it can be during dusk. You can fix your time depending upon your imagination. House, there is no specific mention to the house up there. It can be double storied house, or it can be a hut. Anything can be there. Then the man, a person is actually fishing. It can be a man or a woman, whatever, age group, nothing is mentioned, in when you're listening to a radio. So it actually sparks your imagination, give you the space to think or to ponder or to reflect on that. So that is why it is said radio makes pictures, okay, unlike television. Okay, so listener attempts to visualize the source of the sound and to create the context in mind. The listener is creating the context, not that you are being given a context. Okay, so that is a difference. Second one, it speaks to millions. Okay, because that radio is a mass media, so it speaks to millions of people, and different types of people, as I've told you earlier. Like people in America, they are listening to it. People in Mumbai, they are listening to it. People in Bihar, they are listening to it. So there is no separation as such, like whether they are rich or poor, they're educated or not. None of those things are important up there. So that's the second characteristic. First one, makes pictures. Second one, a unique feature of radio, you can say that it speaks to millions. Then it speaks to the individual, unlike television. You can say that it's just more personal. Radio is more personal a device than television. It is true that television is also kind of personal. Now we have mobile devices, YouTube and all. It is also personal, but still, compared to other mediums of mass communication, you can say radio is personal. This has got a greater impact and involvement. Television, you have to give your mind. It's not that they're displaying something up there, and if you want to watch it, you can watch it. Nothing like that. It's more, it is more, it gives us more impact and more involvement. You have to listen to it, then only you will get to know like what's happening up there. Then the speed of radio, there is it is flexible. Okay, that is one point that you can take from the text. Radio is enormously flexible, and it's often at its best in the live coverage. And also towards the end of that paragraph, radio speeds up the dissemination of information so that everyone knows the same news, even the same political idea, declaration, or threat. That is why the government is in fact using what radio, communicating through radio. Like, it is sure that it is almost sure that it gets into every nook and corner of the country. Okay, so at when there is a news that is very important, a news that is made available in Delhi, very next moment, you can see the government is trying to make a declaration through radio, and it is sure that it is getting communicated simultaneously to different parts of the nation. Okay, so the speed at which the people, of all stages of the society, or all stratas of the society, they have access to this particular medium, unlike a mobile phone, unlike YouTube, unlike television, so that is what is understood as the concept called speed of radio. Next is like radio has got no boundaries, like no geographical boundary, or you can say boundaries based on nationality. Nothing of that kind. It is transmitted through waves, and anybody who actually tunes to that particular frequency, they get that. Okay, so there is no boundaries as such for for radio, sorry. Then it is transient in nature. Transient means something that is momentary. Momentary means, when you read a newspaper, you just scan through a newspaper, then you feel like, no, I have to know more about it. Then you have lost somewhere in the middle, and then you can come back and you can read it again. But that's not the case with you, for the reason, you know um, the news is actually, the news bulletin is running. Okay, so the moment you are not listening to it, it's over. Okay, so another feature that is given up there is radio on demand. That is like an, it is a way in which they have overcome the transient nature, you can say. Okay, especially with internet radio, where you can listen to those bulletins or those programs that you have lost, you can watch them. So that's like a new addition, okay, you can say, to this particular transient nature of radio. Next point, I mean, the eighth characteristic is that radio, as a background, it can run in the background. You can do many other works, and at the same moment you can listen to the news or the programs in the radio. It is not asking for your visual kind of presence up there. You can do many things, and that's not the case with television. That's not the case with what we're actually watching on YouTube. Okay, it is actually asking for what? It is asking for our visual kind of presence also. Then the next one is radio selective. Selective means you cannot give large chunk of news or materials or programs through radio. Its time is kind of limited, which we'll get into detail later. Okay, so you can say there is a selection process that actually happens inside a studio, and it should be presented in a linear manner. Okay, so that is another point, like point number 9. Then you can say like a personality of radio, that is point number 10. I should say there is a kind of a personalization of radio. Personalization means, or you can say kind of in literary, you can say there is a kind of a personification in radio. You are listening to the sound, unlike what we read in the case of a newspaper. You can see that you are reading it out. Okay, but that's not the case with a news report, or you can say news bulletin. You are listening to a human voice with all the you can say accent, and the hesitation, the pause, the emphasis. Or okay, it actually gives you a kind of a feel that somebody is in fact talking to you. So it's more personalized. Okay, so that is point number 10. Now, simplicity of radio, it's a very simple kind of a technology, means any non-professional person can actually use it. Okay, very simple to use, and it has got a very simple technology and equipment, so non-professional kind of people can use it. Okay, that is another point. Radio is low cost. I mean, point number 12, the capital cost, initial investment, it's all manageable kind of a rate, and non-professional people can handle it. Okay, they can carry it, so that is another thing. And then no literacy is required, unlike newspapers, or if you want to read the captions that comes under a television program. There should be a minimum literacy, you should have to read these things, but that is not required, in case of a radio. Then radio teaches. Okay, it actually gives us concepts, as well as facts. It gives us a large chunk of information. Then radio is portable, a very important characteristic of radio. You can take it, wherever you are going, you can take it, and you can carry it. So that's another important, unlike television, you can say. That's another important characteristics of radio. It's not that these are like specifically only to radio, but it's like, compared to other means, you cannot see all these things in every other medium that we are talking about. Okay, so that's it. So that's all for the day. In the next video, we'll discuss about the scopes and limitations of radio. Till then, take care.